Hey everyone, this is Adam Lee, Marketing Director of PEI, here with Gabe Long, Senior Product Marketing Manager at Microsoft. This video is a demonstration of Microsoft 365 and some of the features as well as security features that come along with it. But first, who is PEI? PEI is an award-winning Microsoft Gold partner and IT consulting company specializing in Microsoft 365, Office 365, Skype for Business, Azure, as well as many other solutions. Founded in 1988, PEI has successfully completed over 7,000 projects and were named top 200 Microsoft partner in the United States out of over 100,000 last year. But without further ado, let's just jump directly into the demo. Take it away, Gabe.
Hello, my name is Gabe Long. I'm a Senior Product Marketing Manager here at Microsoft, and I want to thank you for taking the time out today to watch this webcast demo. I'm really excited to be able to show you our new solution, Microsoft 365 Business. Before I jump in, let me just remind you of what we're going to cover today. I'm going to introduce you to this new integrated solution powered by Office 365 and Windows 10. You're going to learn how you can use Microsoft 365 Business to be productive with all of your employees using tools like Outlook, Word, OneDrive, and Skype. And we're going to show you how you can quickly take notes with OneNote, and if you're brave, we'll share those notes with others. And lastly, I'm going to show you how you can easily get set up with Microsoft 365 Business so you can protect your company data across devices. Okay, let's get started. Before I jump into what you can do with this solution, let me first cover off what is in Microsoft 365 Business. It's built to keep things simple for you and your people, bringing together the best of what Microsoft has to offer. The security features and innovation of Windows 10 with the power and familiarity of Office 365 with easy management tools. Windows 10 is going to allow you and your team members to access your files, folders, and apps from virtually anywhere on your devices, and you can even take advantage of your digital assistant, Cortana. Office 365 gives you powerful apps and tools to enable you to collaborate both inside and outside your company. It makes work on the go more productive and easier. And we're bringing together the best of our enterprise mobility and security suite to enable you to protect your company data on your Office mobile apps, even on those personal devices. If someone loses their device or leaves your organization, you can easily wipe that company data without impacting their personal device. Microsoft 365 Business is a single solution designed for small and medium-sized businesses, and it's going to be available at an affordable cost of $20 per user per month when we make it generally available later this year. We want to empower your team, safeguard your business, and simplify IT management so that you can achieve more together anywhere it matters with always-on security that you can trust. Now, before I jump into the demo, let me unpack by what we mean by achieve more together. I know it can be challenging to get things done if you don't have the right tools, and that's not just amongst your own people, but also with your customers as well as your suppliers. With email, chat, and online meetings, it's going to make it possible for you to use the right tool for the most efficient way of communicating. And when you're on the go, you're going to be able to stay connected and in sync with Outlook, SharePoint, and OneDrive for Business. Let's not forget that Microsoft 365 Business comes with the Office applications like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, and even Access. We've got some great tools to bring your teams together with Outlook groups and Microsoft Teams, helping you and your teams communicate and work together wherever, whenever. Now, how you work together includes what you and your people can do both inside as well as while they're away from the office. Let me explain by what it means by anywhere it matters. We know that the walls of the traditional office are breaking down, and every year more and more of the global workforce is working remotely. So while your employees are on the road, we want to partner with you to enable them to remain productive so they won't lose precious time in helping you to grow your business. With tools in Microsoft 365 Business, such as OneDrive, all of your Office documents are kept up to date and accessible from anywhere. You can create, edit, and share files anytime from your PC, mobile phone, or tablet. When you find yourself in a situation where you need to work without the internet, like when you're on an airplane, Microsoft 365 Business is going to give you offline access with automatic syncing of your work documents, giving you the flexibility to keep working even when you don't have internet access. The thing that I love about OneDrive is that I can easily switch between the multiple devices that I have. I can edit files and connect with all of my coworkers or even my friends. With Microsoft 365 Business, you can have the confidence that your work is saved and you're always working from the latest version. Okay, so far we've got your employees working and working well together. We also have them doing all of that from anywhere that they need to get that work done. The one thing that may not be top of mind, but is always a concern for businesses of all sizes, is ensuring that they have the right level of protection. With the evolving trends in the market, traditional IT boundaries are disappearing, and companies not only need to protect data on their own devices, but also on employee-owned devices. With Microsoft 365 Business, the security you need is built in and working for you behind the scenes. It helps keep your company data protected across devices, even on your employees' personal devices. And if an employee leaves your company, you can quickly remove that company data on demand while leaving their personal data untouched. Your security is going to travel with you, and you can help protect that data and devices against viruses, malware, and even ransomware. And to ensure that you have the best protection, your company devices will automatically be kept up to date with the latest features and security upgrades. Now, the best feature that we have in Microsoft 365 Business is that the security is not intrusive to your employees. We're going to make sure that they remain productive without any friction. Now, to stay secured, you probably don't want a bunch of extra complexity standing in your way of getting things done. Microsoft 365 Business is going to make IT easier to manage for your company. You can manage all your services in one place and minimize the work so that you can focus on what matters, which is building your business. We're building capabilities in Microsoft 365 Business so that you can get your new employees set up on a device and off to work quickly. We're also ensuring that you have an easy way to configure your security policies and manage your devices in a single place. And my favorite, with so many different capabilities in this single solution, you only have one login, making it easier for you to access your work anywhere on all of your devices. Now let me jump into showing you how you can actually do some of these things.
Started in this demo, we're going to first go ahead and open Word. And when we're in here, we're going to go ahead and open this Northwind proposal that we've been working on together as a team. And Emily has asked me to take a review of it, and there are some questions that Alex asked that I need to look at. Okay, so it looks like they're in the shared values, and so it looks like it's out of order. Should we change the format? Absolutely. I agree. Let's make this change. And then the whole section feels a little touchy, so I just need to respond to this. Let's add some additional stats to it to make it feel a bit more real. All right. Once I've gone ahead and completed that, I'm hitting save, and what it's doing is it's actually updating onto my OneDrive, as you can see here. So do just to save as so you can see it. When we do that, what it's going to do is it's actually going to save up into the cloud, but I also have my OneDrive folder synced to my device, and so I can go in here and you can see all of my files that I have already saved to my OneDrive. It's synced down to my device as well as up in the cloud, and all of these green check boxes on each of the icons indicate that it is synced up with what is on the server. Northwind proposal is also in here. So now that we've saved that, we actually need to go ahead and email Emily and let her know that we are ready to go. Review complete. Let me know if you need anything else. Thank you. All right, we're going to go ahead and insert a file. Now what I'm doing here, when I hit attach, it's going to open up all of my recent files. And so it will actually attach not a file, but actually a link to my OneDrive. And in it, it's going to automatically permission Emily to be able to view it or edit it. And by default, it's going to be anyone can edit. So what we'll do, because we want to keep it to our organization, we'll just say, hey, our organization can edit. Really easy to change the permission and send it off to Emily, and it keeps those attachments and all of those different versions out of my inbox. That way we're all working from the same version. So we'll go ahead and send that off. All right, it looks like Emily is reaching out. Okay, let's see what she wants. All right, looks like she wants to go through some additional changes to the proposal. So let's go ahead and say sure. Now let me open this up really fast. Oh, it looks like Emily is already in there and she is making changes. Okay, it looks like she is typing and updating this. Now what I can do while she's typing is I can actually do some snap assist. Okay, this is great. And then what I can do is expand this out. All right, Northwind proposal. Now while she's doing that, what I can actually do is I can actually write down some comments right within OneNote using my pen or my stylus that I have using my Surface device. So we just want to say that we love the exec summary, and you'll have to forgive my handwriting. I never said that I was perfect. All right, so we love the exec summary, but let's bolster with some stats. All right. Now once we're done with Emily, go ahead and hang up, and I let her know that I will go ahead and send this to her. So what I can do here very easily, and hopefully she can read my chicken scratch, but I can actually email this right from within OneNote. So I'll click here and say, say, here are my notes. Let me know if you need any additional reviews. All right, now all of our fast typing here, we have to do some fixing. There we go. All right, we'll send that off. It's a really easy way to be able to use my Surface device and be able to take notes, and then send that off to Emily while she's working in a document. I could go in and I could use Word real-time because we do have that real-time collaboration within Office 365, which is also available in Microsoft 365 Business. Now the great thing about Microsoft 365 Business is that you have the collaboration tools within Office 365 with Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Publisher, and even Access. We also have Skype for Business. We have Teams available so that you can always remain productive with your customers as well as your coworkers. Now what I want to be able to take a step back and show you is how easy it is to be able to set up Microsoft 365 Business for your organization. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and open Microsoft Edge, and we'll go to the portal. To get started with your Microsoft 365 Business setup, we'll go to the admin portal and click on the Setup Wizard. Now all we have to do is protect our work files on mobile devices. So we'll go ahead and expand this out. We can actually configure this based on our own preferences within our business. Now this says that we'll delete work files from an inactive device after 15 days is what I've changed it to. Why we might want to actually configure this to be lower than 90 days is if one of our users buys a new phone and they stick their old phone in a drawer never to be touched again. If that device hasn't touched the service within 15 days, it'll actually wipe the data directly from it, which is a great feature in case your users sell it or send it off or stick it in a drawer. Now you can also force all of your users to save their work files to OneDrive for Business so that everything is always backed up and everything is accessible across your devices. And then encrypting your work files is really important. Just in case you have an external SD card connected to any of your devices, like Android devices, if your users pull that out, you don't have to worry because your work files will be encrypted. Then what we have to do is just manage how our users access Office files on mobile devices. We can require a PIN or fingerprint, and we can even deny access to jailbroken or rooted devices. Now, one thing that we would like to configure is preventing our users from copying content from our Office apps into our personal apps. And so where this comes in is if you want to make sure that your data on your end users' personal devices remains within those Office apps so that you don't have any accidental leakages. And so what this will do is it will prevent people from, let's say, copying data from the Outlook app into the iOS Notes app. All right? So right here, really quick and easy, 8 different toggles for you to go ahead and configure. In the back end, this represents about 25 different policies that get set up for our users. Next, let's go ahead and configure our Windows 10 devices. What we'll do here is just verify all of the settings. But what Microsoft 365 Business does is that it enforces Windows Defender to be on. That way we're always protected against viruses and other threats. We'll be able to protect web-based threats through Microsoft Edge, and you can even prevent your users from downloading apps from the Windows Store. This is great if you want to keep your people productive and get them spending less time on Minecraft while they're at work. You can also prevent any of the tips and advertisements coming from Microsoft on that lock screen that shows up. Now, the best feature here is that you'll be able to keep your Windows 10 devices up to date automatically. I personally, occasionally, postpone those updates because I'm busy. I'm in the middle of getting work done, and so, to get that prompt to be able to update it, sometimes that can get a little annoying. And so this way, your devices will always be up to date automatically. The end user doesn't have to take any action. Really quick and easy. Now, before we finish this, I'll go ahead and close that. We have a really great feature. You can install Office on your Windows 10 devices automatically. All you've got to do is click here. This was about another 8 different settings, and again, about 20 different policies in the back end that get configured. And that's all you really have to do to be able to complete your setup of Microsoft 365 Business. It takes a couple of minutes, just verify all of your settings, and you're good to go. Now, when we went through that setup wizard, it actually configured policies for all users. Now, you remember I wanted to keep all of my employees productive and keep them off of Minecraft. Well, my executive team, they actually do like Minecraft, and so they do want to play it. So let's go ahead and configure a policy for our execs. So we'll go ahead and configure our Windows 10 devices, and we still want to prevent those tips and advertisements, but we'll leave the downloading apps on for our executive team. All we have to do is go down here and change who gets these settings. Instead of all users, we'll click the executive team. Now all I have to do is scroll down here and change who these settings apply to. I'll uncheck the all users group and I'll go ahead and check the executive team group. That way when I come back, you'll see that it gets applied only to my executives. Now all of our executive team can play Minecraft while they're on airplanes and traveling all over the United States here.
All right, let's just quickly recap. Microsoft 365 Business is one solution designed for your small or medium-sized business. With it, you can 1, achieve more together, 2, anywhere it matters, 3, with always-on security, and 4, it's simplified for business.
Thanks for that demo, Gabe. Now, one thing I wanted to clarify is Gabe mentioned the ease of setup for Microsoft 365 and the control you have within its dashboards. I don't want this to get confused with the migration and deployment of Microsoft 365. The setup functionality is available once you have M365 completely deployed, which is extremely difficult and time-consuming for organizations who are unfamiliar with it. And this is where PEI comes in. As a top Microsoft partner, we specialize in the deployment and migration of M365 from other platforms. Our job is to ensure that your deployment runs not only smoothly, but more importantly, it is done correctly. We have seen countless times organizations trying to deploy solutions internally without the help of a Microsoft partner, and it results in the solution not working correctly or as intended. This tends to lead to the users becoming extremely unhappy with it, and obviously Microsoft wants to avoid that. Utilizing PEI will not only help you correctly deploy Microsoft 365, but also manage it after the fact. So if you're thinking about moving to Microsoft 365, please do yourself a favor and check us out at PEI.com or email us at info@PEI.com. We would love to talk to you and work with you to get your deployment done correctly.